to all of you in my YouTube channel. So today I discuss what did WHO says. The development comes days after WHO acknowledged a possibility of the coronavirus being airborne. On Tuesday, albeit stating the evidence regarding the same is not yet definitive, in a press briefing in Geneva, WHO technical lead for infections prevention and control, Benedetta Eleganzi said the possibility of the airborne transmission in public settings, especially in very specific conditions, crowded, closed, and properly ventilated settings that have been described, cannot be ruled out. However, the evidence need to be together and interpreted, and we continue to support these changing their previous statements. WHO noted that researchers exploring COVID-19 outbreaks in fitness and classes, luteins, etc., suggesting the airborne transmission of the coronavirus might be headed in the right direction. It noted that crowded spaces that have been exposed to infected person might still have the virus particles if they are not properly ventilated, but also pointed out that other modes of transmission like close contact between the people and contaminated surfaces in such environments could have been at play either. In their upgraded guidelines, WHO finally corrected in its position and recognized the role played by the asymptomatic people in the transmission of COVID-19, a phenomena it has long downplayed. This come as a relief after WHO had previously denied this kind of transmission vehemently. Despite a growing majority of scientists, WHO thought otherwise. The agency stated that on Thursday, infected people can transmit the virus both when they have symptoms and when they do not have symptoms. However, it is to extent and remain some known. COVID-19 and transmission of airborne for the uninitiated airborne transmission is defined as the faculty of a virus to be transmitted by droplets that are small enough to remain suspended in the air. These droplets, called aerosols, are less than 5 micrometers in size, hence invisible to the naked eye, dictated by the common sense. The larger droplets cannot cover larger distance, as opposed to smaller droplets that can linger in a room for a long period and even after the infected person has left. Virus evidence have cropped up and supporting these notions of the coronavirus being airborne. Firstly, various laboratory studies the conducted to understand the DNA makeup of SARS-CoV-2, the vRNA that causes corona, have suggested that it can be aerosolized and might even survive up to 4 hours in said form. So friends, thank you in this video. In the next part, I will discuss other parts of the report. Thank you.